Hello everyone, in this episode, meet Porkyops. This is Porkyops. The spelling of his name is, hold on, Porkyops. Okay, he is a full stack software engineer. And his current work is related to no his currently he's been working with Angular and C Sharp. So these are his main bread and butter: TypeScript and C Sharp. So this is Angular. This one is .NET, so it's supposed to be .NET. So his work is mostly in Angular and .NET. So if you're in .NET, you should also know SQL, Entity Framework. So these are most likely in your package with your .NET, and you will have some experience in identity frameworks like Identity Server 4, I think that's one. Identity Server 4, and you have some like helpers like mediator, something like that. If you know this, like, oh, cool, you know, something like that. And his Angular skills, yeah, you should start Angular from Angular 2, because Angular 1 is kind of trash. Angular 1 is trash, so it starts from Angular 2 and until now Angular 15. So that is Porkyops. And today he has a task to become a semi DevOps, because his task is to run or create a pipeline using Azure. So it's Azure pipeline that will read SQL scripts, and the scripts are in files. So file 1 dot SQL, file 2 dot SQL, and they want to they want to have the Azure pipeline to be able to read all these files and check if those SQL files are valid. So the strategy is to install SQL Server Express in the Azure pipeline image using Windows latest image, and then that we're gonna connect to that SQL server. The SQL server here, we're gonna connect to this and then read our files, using PowerShell, and then execute those SQL scripts against this SQL Server instance that we installed. But the problem is we don't know how to connect to that. It's like there's a network related error if we try to connect to this. And that solution is like it's impossible for now. So what do you think should I do? This Porkyops, what should you do, Porkyops? What should you do? What should I do? What should I do? Should I use Docker? So a Docker image. And this one would be a .NET application that will read the SQL files. So this one are the SQL files. Read that from this dockerized.net, but we still be able to run this in a SQL. Maybe we'll use entity framework EF to run this SQL, and maybe use SQLite inside this entity framework has SQLite. Okay, so this EF run, I think, yeah. So that is the question. We want to know if entity framework can run or has SQLite built in, so you don't have to install anything. So that would be our investigation for today, so that we don't have to install SQL Server Express. We just need an entity framework, so we'll run a .NET, put it on Docker, and then let the docker.net read the SQL files that are in a different repository, or in the repository that our Azure pipeline will be running. So that is the plan, and I will, oh no, it's Porkyops is going to say goodnight for now and gonna sleep. Bye.